शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुसाक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीकण्ठं इव भास्वन्तं शिवनामपरायणं श्रीधरं वेङ्कटाचार्यं श्रेयसे गुरुमाश्रये। Okay, we continue with the Chamakams start from beginning, but as usual we begin with Gananantva. Gananantva Ganapativam Vamahe Kavim Kavinam Upamashravastamam Jyeshtarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspata Anashunvanoti Visida Sadhanam Mahaganapataye Namaha. Okay, he wants to start with Chamakam 1.
I'll start.
You start? Okay.
Agna Vishnu Sajoshema Vardhantu Vamgiram Jumnai Varje Viragatam.
Agna Vishnu Sajoshema Vardhantu Vamgiraha Jumnai Vaje Viragatam.
Jumnai Varje Viragatam. Vajashchame Prasavashchame Prayatishchame Prasidishchame Dhitishchame Krutashchame Swarashchame Shlokashchame Shravashchame Shrutishchame Jyotishchame Suvashchame Pranashchame
Panashchame
Gyanashchame Sushchame Chittam Chame Aditam Chame Vanashchame Chakshushchame Shotram Chame Lakshashchame Balam Chame Ojashchame Sahashchama Ayushchame Jarachama Atma Chame Tanushchame Tanuchame Sharmachame Varmachame Ganichame Stanichame Puruhumchame Shariranichame Jeshtam Chame Adipathyam Chame Manyushchame Bamaschame Membashchame Jemachame Mahimachame Varimachame Pratimachame Varshamachame Draguyachame Vruddham Chame Vriddishchame Satyam Chame Shaddachame Jaggachame Dhanam Chame Vashashchame Tvishishchame Kridachame Modaschame Jatam Chame Janishyamanam Chame Suktam Chame Supratam Chame Vittam Chame Vedyam Chame Bhutam Chame Bhavishyan Chame Sugam Chame Supatam Chame Ruddam Chama Ruddishchame Kluptam Chame Kuluptishchame Madhishchame Sumadhishchame. Okay, Rajesh.
Om Agna Vishnu Sajoshase Vardhantu Vamgiraha Dyumne Vaje Viragatam Vajaschame Prasavaschame Prayatishchame Prasidishchame Didishchame Kraduschame Swarashchame Shlokashchame Shravashchame Shrutishtame Jyotishtame Suvashchame Pranashchame Panaschame Vyanashchame Sushchame Shushchame Chittam Chama Aditam Chame Vakchame Manashchame Chakshushchame Kshotram Chame Dakshashchame Balam Chama Ojaschame Sahaschama Ayushchame Jarachama Atmachame Tanushchame Sharmachame Varmachame Angani Chame Astani Chame Paruhumshi Chame Sharirani Chame ज्यैष्ठ्यं च मे आधिपत्यं च मे मन्युश्च मे वामश्च मे अमश्च मे अम्बश्च मे जेमा च मे महिमा च मे वरिमा च मे प्रतिमा च मे वर्ष्मा च मे द्रागुया च मे वृद्धं च मे वृद्धिश्च मे सत्यं च मे श्रद्धा च मे जगश्च मे धनं च मे वशश्च मे द्विषिश्च मे क्रीडा च मे मोदश्च मे जातं च मे जनिष्यमानं च मे सूक्तं च मे सुकृतं च मे वित्तं च मे वेद्यं च मे भूतं च मे भविष्यं च मे सुखं च मे सुपदं च मे कृद्धं च मकृद्धिश्च मे क्लृप्तं च मे क्लिप्तिश्च मे मतिश्च मे सुमतिश्च मे.
Excellent. Very good. Very good. Your diction is excellent. Very good. How about you, Arvi?
Sure. ओम अग्ना विष्णु सजोष सेवा वर्धन्तु वांगिरः द्युम्नाय वाचे विराजतं वाजश्च मे प्रसवश्च मे प्रयतिश्च मे प्रसितिश्च मे दीतिश्च मे क्रतुश्च मे स्वरश्च मे श्लोकश्च मे श्रावणश्च मे श्रुतिश्च मे ज्योतिश्च मे सुवश्च मे प्राणश्च मे अपानश्च मे व्यानश्च मे असुश्च मे चित्तं च अधीतं च मे वाक्च मे मनश्च मे चक्षुश्च मे श्रोत्रं च मे दक्षश्च मे बलं च मे ओजश्च मे सहश्च मे आयुश्च मे जरा च मे आत्मा च मे तनुश्च मे शर्मश्च मे वर्मश्च मे अंगानि च मे अस्तानि च मे परुहिं च मे शरीरानि च मे ज्येष्ठं च मे आधिपत्यं च मे मन्युश्च मे वामश्च मे अमश्च मे अम्बश्च मे जेमा च मे महिमा च मे वरिमा च मे प्रतिमा च मे वर्ष्मा च मे द्राव्या च मे वृद्धं च मे वृद्धिश्च मे सत्यं च मे श्रद्धा च मे जगच्च मे धनं च मे वशिश्च मे त्विषिश्च मे क्रीडा च मे मोदश्च मे जातं च मे जनिष्यमानं च मे सूक्तं च मे सुकृतं च मे वित्तं च मे वेद्यं च मे भूतं च मे भविष्यच्च मे सुखं च मे सुपदं च मे रुद्धं च मे रुद्धिश्च मे क्लृप्तं च मे क्लृप्तिश्च मे मतिश्च मे सुमतिश्च मे.
Very good. Very good. I think you have done some practice. I can see that. Cooperation சொல்ல முடியா?
I'll give it a shot.
Try பண்றியா அப்படி?
Yeah. Om Agna Vishnu Sajosh Om Agna Vishnu Sajosh Sema Vardhantu Vangiraha.
Agna Vishnu Sajosh Seva Vardhantu Vangiraha.
Om Agna Vishnu Sajosh Sema Vardhantu Vangiraha. Dhumnairvaje Virajitam Viragatam Vajascha me Prasavascha me Pratischa me Prasittischa me Ditishcha me Kritischa me Swarascha me Shlokascha me Shravascha me Jyotischa me Jyotischa me Sukascha me Pranascha me Panascha me
Jyotischa me Suvascha me
Suvascha me Pranascha me Panascha me Vyanascha me Suchcha me Chittam cha me Chittam cha me Aditam cha me Vakcha me Manascha me Chakshuscha me Shrotram cha me Dakshascha me Balam cha me Ojascha me Sahascha me Ayushcha me Jara cha me Atma cha me Tanushcha me Sharma cha me Varma cha me Anganishcha me Stari cha me Puruhumshishcha me Paruhamshishcha me Paruhamshishcha me Paruhimshishcha me Sharirani cha me
Sharirani cha me Sharirani cha me.
Okay, that's not how it's written here, but okay.
Yeah. Paruhamshi.
Oh, okay.
The who or no? Paruhamshi cha.
Got it.
Me Sharirani cha me.
Okay. Print here is wrong.
Yeah.
Maybe it's wrong. Okay.
Sharirani cha me
Okay.
Jaishtyan cha me
Jaishtyan cha me.
Jaishtyan cha me Adipatyan cha me Manyushcha me Vamascha me
Membascha me Membascha me
Memashcha me Joma cha me
Jema cha me
Jema cha me Mahima cha me
Varima cha me
Pratima cha me Varshma cha me Dragyuga cha me Vrittan cha me Vrittish cha me Satyam cha me Shraddha cha me Jagat cha me Dhanan cha me Vashish cha me Twishish cha me. Okay, again different here.
TWI. Twishish cha me.
Again Twishish cha me important Twishish.
Twishish cha me.
Okay, Twishish cha me Krida cha me Medash cha me
Modash cha me
Jatan cha me Janishyamanam cha me Suktam cha me Sakrutam cha me वित्तं च मे वेद्यं च मे भूतं च मे भविष्यं च मे सुगं च मे सुपतं च मे रुद्रं च मे रुद्रश्च मे क्लुप्तं च मे रुद्रं च मे रुद्रश्च मे क्लुप्तं च मे क्लुप्तिश्च मे मतिश्च मे सुमतिश्च मे
and the intonation sumatischa me. Okay. All right. I think you too have to practice. The more you practice, only you will get the intonation, and that's the reason why we record it also, so that you can listen to it and then start.
Want me to try it once?
No. Now,
Chame?
You want to recite?
No, I was asking what Chame stands for. It's you.
Chame means me too.
Oh, me too.
Give me. Now, you probably missed the previous lesson. There are two parts as I mentioned, in Rudram you have Namakam and Chamakam. Namakam is all more of prayers and worship. In Chamakam, because you get Chame, it's called Chamakam. You are asking for many things from the Rudra. Now, typically what we do is in Ekadasha Rudram practice, we recite Rudram once. At the end of Rudram, we say one Chamakam. If you go in any public place, they recite it 11 times. But after reciting once the Namakam, they recite one of these Chamakams. Like that, 11 verses, you get 11 Chamakams. Now in Chamakam, you are seeking many things from the Lord. Now one might ask, why should you seek? He knows what I want. I need money or house or whatever. But you have to ask. I remember long ago when I started my career in engineering industry, the drawings, they will say, if in doubt, ask. Here, even if you don't have doubt, you ask. We have the typical 4 stages or 4 stages of wishes. Dharmartha Kama Moksham. Our scriptures specify Dharmartha Kama Moksham. The first stage in which you have to do things are Dharma, which is righteousness. You earn money, you earn wealth, you earn everything, but follow the righteous way. Don't say illegally, I'm going to do drug business, or I'm going to do some crime. Don't do that. Righteousness. That is put number 1. Dharmartha. Artham means what? Artham is materials. When we have this sankalpam, which we do for every puja, so most of our rituals, they seek benefits. You say, Mamo Bhatta Samastadu Dichayatvaras Parameshwara Pritartam. What else you say? No, you also say, Ayura Airogya Siddhartam Mama Kudumbanam Kama Avanapyatam. You said there are arthams. Veera Vijaya, Ayura Arogya, Aishwarya, Abhivrityatam. Those are all artham you get. Those arthams are all referring to materials, material happiness. So that is the second part. House, car, all the materials that you have, that is all artham. Dharmartha Kama Moksham. Kamam really means happiness. You should get happiness also. What's the point of having a big house or a big car if you don't have any other pursuits? You will be feeling life is empty. So you should also have happiness, which also means you should have good health to enjoy them. Correct? So that comes under Kama. It also includes love of fellow beings. Lastly, Moksham, which is relief ultimately. In Tamil they call Aram Porul Inbam Veedu. Aram means Dharma. Porul is material. Aram Porul Inbam. happiness, which is the kamam, they say. Veedu. Lastly, moksham is equated to Veedu. Veedu is what? The ultimate home.
Okay.
That is the fundamental goal of Hinduism. That ultimately you say mukti or moksham. That is the 4 stages in which we progress through life. In fact, there are different ashramams also, like brahmacharya ashramam, grihastha ashramam, vanapastha ashramam, sannyasramam. Sannyasam means you leave all the material stuff and then you ultimately attain mukti. So, in this second part, what you do is really seek many benefits from Rudra. Even in the Bible you find Jesus Christ has said, ask and you shall find it. If you see a Bible, it is in Luke 11.1 or something like that. Ask and you shall find it.
I think it's seek and you shall find it.
Yeah. Ask and you shall get it.
Ask and
Ask
you receive it.
and you shall get it. Ask and you shall get it. You shall be given. Ask and you shall be given. And the second one is seek and you shall find it. The third is knock and it shall be opened to you. That is in Bible. The same thing in Vedas also same thing. One thing about Vedas, it's all positive throughout. It doesn't give you any negative connotations anywhere. So you shall seek and you will be given that. So in this one, we are seeking many things. Every one of them, you are seeking different things. So if you see the previous verse, what we have, verse 1, right? Agna Vishnu Sajorse Ma Vardhantu Vam Giraha. That is the first part you start with, where you say Agna is referring to Agni. Agni and Vishnu together. Sujosha Sema means be kind to me. Be kind to me. Vardhantu Vam Giraha. What we say or worship with words, you shall give it to us. That is the first line. Then you start with the various things which you want to wish. Now, Vajacha me, Prasavascha me, Prayatischa me. Now, Vajacha means food and drinks. Prasavascha me. Actually, some of them you will find it repeating also because they cover different types of food and different types of things. Prasavascha me is also give me the mind to spare food or offer food to others. Not I should be selfish to only eat myself. Give me the good mind also to offer it to others. Prayatischa me is referring to purity. Prasitischa me, you should also have the enthusiasm. If you eat food, also you should be enthusiastic to eating. That I want to eat this, I want to eat that. There are some people who have shown no enthusiasm at all. Giving also you should show enthusiasm, right? That we want to offer food to you, invite somebody, okay? In both cases, you should be pure and also enthusiastic. We are asking for that. We are also material as well as spiritual things. Both are sought after here. Spiritual enlightenment, the condition of our mind, the way we should live, as well as material things that we seek. Both are being covered. The Idischa me is referring to protection of food. We shouldn't waste it. We should be able to eat the food and not throw it away. So protecting them. Kratuscha me, earn food through rightful means, through yajnas, through not stealing, through rightful means. Kratuscha me, swarascha me. Swaram is actually reciting yajnas, ability to recite yajnas. What you are all doing now is actually swaram. There is a particular way in which you are reciting Rudram. There is a swaram. Swarascha me, slokascha me. Slokam is referring to praise or fame. That you should also be able to praise others and also receive fame, both ways. Slokascha me, Sravascha me. Sravascha ability to speak is a quality, right? Some people speak very nicely, some people don't know how to speak. Sravascha Srutischa not only able to speak, but also the ability to question. The right kind of questions. You know, in public meetings, sometimes when you address, I often get questions. The question will be another lecture. I always used to be pre-warned about these, especially in India. You make a public meeting and you say address on some subject, there will be somebody raising his hand like that. And you think that will be a one-line question, but he will start giving me a lecture. And then I'll ask him, what is the question? So, you should also have the ability to question directly, right? Srutischa Jyotischa Jyotischa is the enlightenment, internal enlightenment. Jyoti itself is light. Jyotischa Suvascha Suvascha is actually attaining Swargam, attaining happiness in the next world. Subhascha Pranascha Panascha Pranam, you know that? Is actually referring to air that we breathe into. When you take annam, you have prana, pranaya swaha, apanaya swaha, vyanaya swaha, udanaya swaha, samanaya swaha, brahmane swaha, 6 times. You are offering the ahudi to various things. Prana is your breath, life breath. Prana itself means life, which you get only by breathing. Yeah. Panascha means all the exit of wastes. Vyanascha Pranascha Panascha. Actually, Vyanascha is the very life of air, which is oxygen. Pranascha generally means the life-giving air. So here it is specifically referring to the oxygen, which is life giver. Vyanascha Suchame. Suchame is again referring to the human life as it is. Suchame Chittam Chame. Chittam Chame is thoughts. Thought or intellect. Chittam Chame Aditam Chame. Aditam Chame is those things which you discover by your thoughts. That you shall be able to use your thoughts to be able to discover many things. If you see, watch Sherlock Holmes, you see how he is able to, by his thinking, he is able to deduce many things. Chittatal ariyapatta porul. That's what it means. Aditam chame. That also is a quality that one has to. Not merely thinking, but thinking is a you to deduce things. Aditam chame, vak chame, manas chame, chakshu chame, srotram chame. Vak chame means speech in general. Manas chame in mind. We should be able to think properly, purely, without polluting. Manas chame, chakshu chame, chakshu means eyes. It's a good eyesight. Srotram chame, good listening. Srotram chame, dakshat chame, balam chame. Dakshat chame is the power of Jnanendriyam. You know, people are endowed with 5 senses. All of us are endowed with human beings with 5 senses. These are what is called Jnanendriyam. Why? Now, for example, vision, your eyes. You are able to see, but the eye by itself doesn't recognize. It's only a camera. When I see you, the image which I get on my retina is actually an inverted image. That signal is sent to the brain, and the brain converts it and reads it correctly. Likewise, the ear is purely a tool. You hear the sound waves coming into your eardrum, and those are getting transmitted through a system of nerves into your brain. Then the brain decides whether it's a good sound or not so good sound. In music, you love it. But on the other hand, you have some very disturbing sound, you know. The brain determines, I don't want to listen to it, so it closes the ear. Right? The nose, again, it senses good fragrance coming or not a good fragrance sound. But It's not able to read it itself. It is read by the brain. That is why it's called Jnanendriyam. The tongue has got twin function of being able to talk as well as taste. Both these. Sparsham, the skin. It touches something hot or cold. It transmits to the brain it is a hot object or a cold object. So these are 5 called Jnanendriyam. You also have what is called Karmendriyam. Karmendriyams are those limbs which do the work. These 5 organs, they really don't do the work. They are only transmitters. They are merely tools. But you take the hands, it does the work. It writes, then it's able to eat, it's able to dig, it's able to drive a car and so on. You take legs, you're able to walk or run. It actually does the work. So those are called Karmendriyams. So these 5 senses that you have are also related to the 5 elements. Panchabhutam, as they call it. All created by Almighty. Panchabhutam. Without that you cannot exist. You cannot live without air. You cannot live without earth. So Panchabhutams are as much essential as Pancha senses, Panchendriyam. In order to express our gratitude to Almighty for having given us these, we do what is called Panchopacharam. So I put in basic temples. Read it. Panchopacharam. Basically 5 upacharams which we have to do on a daily basis. So these are 5. Panchopacharam, Panchabhutam and Panchendriyam. So this is referring to Chachame. The Chachame is referring to the 5 senses. Okay. Balam Chama is referring to the Karmendriyas. Actually get the strength to be able to. Look at the fantastic creation. When you say, look at a good home, you say so-and-so has built it. Or you see a good piece of machinery, so-and-so has built it. When you say a nice car built by Toyota company or Honda company or whatever. But when you say a human being which has all these 5 senses, there must be a creator. And all human beings have got these 5 senses. Is it not wonderful? It's creation. So, this particular thing is referring to, I should have those 5 senses and also the Karmendriyams, which should be in working order. That's the prayer. All these, what say, Chame, please give me that, please give me that, please give me that. It keeps on asking for those. Ojat Chame, Sakas Chame, Ayush Chame. These are again related to Prana Shakti, Ojas Chame, Sahas Chame, ability to win over enemies. And then you have Ayush Chame. Ayush Chame is long life. Ayush Chame, Jara Chame, Atma Chame, Tanu Chame, Sarva Chame, Varma Chame, Gani Chame, Sthani Chame, Paruham Chame, Sharirani Chame. These are living to Anganichi means strong limbs. Jarachame is, when we get old, I want to be healthy in old age. And also Atmachame is having a soul. Tanuchame, good strong body. Charmachame, comforts, bodily comforts. Charmachame, Varmachame is having protective gear, clothes, or in case of warriors, shield and so on. Varmachame, Danichame, Stanichame. Stanicha is referring to the bones, bodily bones. Paruhim Chame, Paruhim Shame is referring to the joints, the knees, the elbows, and all these hip joints, all these joints, that I want to have healthy joints. Sharirani Chame, all other parts of the body. Sharirani Chame, Jaitam Chame. Jaitam Chame is superiority, or the feeling of being
number 1.
good, number 1, right? Adipatyam Chame, Adipatyam Adipati. Adipati means leader. Leadership qualities. I want leadership qualities. Manyuschame. Manyu is what?
Manyu Krutebhyo, no.
Anger.
Anger. Oh, okay. I thought
Anger.
Manyu means anger.
Manyuschame is anger. And his anger is again two things. Anger against internal enemies. Manyuschame is internal enemies. I've got the feeling of weakness, anger within inside, jealousy. These are all enemies from inside. Okay? Though that anger, Manyuschame, Vamasschame. Vamasschame is anger against external enemies, those who are outside. So there are two kinds of enemies, internal enemies as well as external enemies.
You're asking for anger against internal enemies and
Yes,
external enemies.
you are asking for anger against internal enemies if you want to overcome that. So that is also good. That out of anger comes something that you will act against it. I am angry because I feel jealous of someone, I want to overcome that.
Want to win in the Olympics, like that guy Usain Bolt. He
Right.
was like, you know, when he won it, he went like, now I won it, now you guys can stop talking. And he said that on TV because so many people were like saying things about him, saying, you know, he came so close but he didn't win, and then he broke the entire
Right,
world
right. Mevaschame, Mevaschame. Mevaschame is referring to deep thoughts, unfathomable thoughts. Thoughts that should be deep in the mind. And Mevaschame is cool thoughts. Mevaschame is deep thoughts. Mevaschame is cool thoughts. We shouldn't get overheated thoughts, they're cool thoughts. Jebachame. Jebachame is what do you have? A winning streak, some people have the winning streak, the ability to win. That's called the winning streak is Jebachame, Mahimachame. Mahimachame is pride in your work, pride in winning. You should be able, well, I have won that, there is a certain amount of pride you should have. Well, I've done it, marathon I have run. Internally you should feel, well, I'm happy that I was able to take part and run 22 miles. That's an achievement, and that's it's a pride it is required. And they were asking for that, pride in winning. Parimachame, Parimachame, worthy of praise, that the person deserves the prize. Parimachame, Pratimachame, 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 Pratimachame is land, real estate, that kind of thing. Pratimachame, Vashmachame, Vashmachame is getting male progeny, Dragyachame, Dragyachame is you want to have a line of descendants who are strong, indestructible line of descendants. We also believe that a person should not be barren. He should have putram, pautram, and so on. We believe in that there will be a line of descendants coming up. It should not end, the family should not end with one person, it should have a descendant also, line of descendants that you need. Vriddam chame, Vriddam chame is referring to the riches. Vriddam chame is referring to growth of riches. Vriddhischame, Vriddhischame is growth of knowledge. Satyam chame, truth. Shraddha chame, Shraddha is self-confidence. Improve on your self-confidence that I can achieve it. Shraddha chame, Jagaschame. Jagaschame is worldly materials. You need to have a house, you need to have a car, you need to have whatever you need for a happy living. Dhanam chame, dhanam is wealth. Vasas chame, the ability to attract others. Tamil, Vashikaranam solvanga. It's also in Sanskrit, Vashikaranam. The ability to attract others. See, you got a nice personality. Somebody is beautiful, Vashikaranam. Tvishitchame. Tvishitchame is a lustre, physical lustre. There are people who are well built. They may not be really very attractive, but very well built, nice, strong body. Krida chame. You also need krida. Krida means, Kridangana. You are in Bombay. Kridangana.
Yes. Physical strength.
Krida means playing.
Playing.
Playful. Kridai, Jalakridai solvanga. When Krishna was doing Jalakridai, in Bombay, the playgrounds are called Kridangana. Krida chame, modas chame. No, you also need to have a playful attitude. You can't just be very serious about everything. I need to also be playful. In fact, you have many of the names. Lalita, which Lalita Sahasranamam we recite, no? What does Lalita mean? Lalita means playful. That Ambal is a playful. Many of these are plays. And one has to have a sense of humor to be able to also play and enjoy. Playful. Krida chame, modas chame. Modas chame is really the pleasure that you get out of playing. To play cricket, you should be able to enjoy it also, right? Not that out of academic thing I am interested. Modas chame, jadam chame, janishyamanam chame. Jadam chame is Sujata, my daughter-in-law. Jata means what?
Child.
Correct. Sujata means?
Good child.
Good child.
So
Jata is, no, it's actual meaning. Jata is actually those children who are procreated, are created. Janishyamanam chame means who are yet to be born. You are not only wishing a good child, existing one should be good. At the same time, those who are yet to be born also you want them Janishyamanam chame to be procreated. They also should be good. Suktam chabe. Suktam I did mention to you earlier. Purusha Suktam, which we will have later on. That which is well said. Suktam chabe. That which is well said. Which is Stuti of deities. It is coming Suktam chabe. Sukritam chabe. Sukritam. What is meant by Samskritam?
That which is spoken well.
No.
Said.
That which is done well. Samskritam. Kritam means done.
Done. Kritam is done.
Sams means good. Samskritam, that which is being done beautifully, or done, that which has been created beautifully. Sukritam means also that which is done well. But it is not referring to language here. It is referring to activities. Like punya activities, those which are going to bring you good luck. Or you do stotram, it's a punya activity, sukritam. And you do Rudram, properly recited, it is sukritam. That which is done well. Samskritam itself means that language has been created so well. And it is true. Samskritam. So, kritam is referring to that one. Vittam chabe, Vedyam chame, Bodham chabe, Bhavishyam chabe, Sugam chabe, Supatam chabe, Ruddam chabe, Riddhis chabe, Kruttam chabe, Krittis chabe, Vatis chabe, Sumatis chabe. Vittam chabe reference to materials which are saved. Those, I'd like to also save material, not spend everything. Saving material. Vedyam chabe, materials yet to be saved. This is referring to material saved. Vedyam chabe is materials yet to be saved. Bodham chabe. Bhutam is really referring to land and real estate. Bhutam chame. Bhutam is in Sanskrit, you've got a couple of meaning also. The same word may have more than one meaning also, depending on the context. Bhavishyam chame, bhavishya, you know.
Good future.
In astrology you have bhavishya, future, talk about it. So bhavishyam che here refers to those real estate or land that you are yet to acquire. Bhavishyam chame, those that are yet to be earned. Sugam chame, Sugam everybody knows. Happiness, easily attained. Supatam chame, Patam means what? The word path comes from Patam. You know that?
It's a good way.
Good path. Supatam chame, I want to tread on good paths, not difficult paths. It refers to the path in life. It also refers to physical path also. You don't want to land up in a ditch. It should be a good path. Supatam chame, Rudram chame, Riddhis chame. Rudram chame is actually the benefits coming from yajnas. Benefits are yajnas to be performed. Riddhis chame is actually those benefits that are already existing out of yajnas done maybe by you or by your forefathers. Kluptam chame. Kluptam chame is all those wealth or material that you have earned the right way Kluptam cha me. Kliptischa me. Kliptischa me is smartness at work. There are some people who are earning money out of smartness. Of course, not evil smartness, but being really smart. Smartness. Matischa me. Madi. Madi matan. Madi is intelligence. Madi is intelligence. Or you can say grasp. Some people, they are able to grasp. So I need to have the mati, which is should be good intelligence or grasp. So Batischa me, steady mind to perform even the most difficult jobs. If you happen to be a minister to a king in those days, it's a very nice, cushy job, no doubt. But you have to have a very steady mind, because the king, you don't know when he is going to get angry and fire you. It's also true in corporations. Corporation, the higher up you go, the more dangerous the job is. They may get paid very well, but you don't know when the neck is going to be cut. And that's so, you need to have Sumadhischame. You should be able to work in such a way that you safeguard your neck. So that is Sumadhischame. Madhischame is just intelligence. But this requires even superior intelligence in order to manage how to live or how to swim with the sharks alive without being eaten alive. Okay, I think that's on the verse 2. Verse 3, I'm not going to say that because it is already Sanchame. Okay. Now I think we'll go ahead with the recitation of verse. Going back. This we will skip this because you know it already.
Yes.
Okay? Yeah. We'll go to this. Uchame, sunutachame, payaschame, rasaschame.
Uchame, sunutachame, payaschame, rasaschame.
Uchame, sunutachame, payaschame, rasaschame.
Uchame, sunutachame, payaschame, rasaschame.
Ghritam chame, madhuchame, saktischame, sapitischame.
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 Krishtischame, vrishtischame.
Krishtischame, vrishtischame.
Jaitram chame, audvityam. Jaitram chame, audvityam chame. Audvidyam. Actually, there is a small ba below the di. So audvidyam. Okay. Jaitram chame, audvidyam chame.
Jaitram chame, chame.
Rai chame, rayas chame.
Rayas chame.
Pushtam chame, pushtischame.
Pushtam chame, pushtischame.
Vibhu chame, prabhu chame.
Vibhu chame, prabhu chame.
Bahu chame, bhuyas chame.
Bahu chame, bhuyas chame.
Purnam chame, purnataram chame.
Purnam chame, purnataram chame.
Achitit chame, kuyava chame.
Achitis chame, kuyava chame.
Anna chame, shuchame.
Anna chame, shuchame.
Viriyah chame, yadas chame.
Viriyas chame,
yavas
chame.
Mashas chame.
Mashas chame.
Tilas chame.
Tilas chame.
Mudgas chame.
Mudgas chame.
Kalvas chame.
Kalvas chame.
Godumas chame.
Godumas chame.
Masuras chame.
Masuras chame.
Priyangavas chame.
Priyangavas chame.
Anavas chame.
Anavas chame.
Shamagas chame.
Shamagas chame.
Nivaras chame.
Nivaras chame.
Okay. Now, will you be able to read one in together, all together, or shall I say once and then you can see that? Okay.
You can say once.
Uchame, sunutachame, payaschame, rasaschame, ghritam chame, madhuchame, saktischame, savidischame, krishtischame, vrishtischame, jaitram chame, audvityam chame, raichame, rayaschame, pushtam chame, pushtischame, vibhuchame, prabhuchame, bahuchame, bhuyachame, purnam chame, purnataram chame, achitischame, koyavachame, annachame, Achuchame, Vidriyanchame, Yavachame, Mashachame, Tilachame, Udgachame, Kalvachame, Godumachame, Masurachame, Prengavachame, Anavachame, Shamagachame, Nivarachame. I will read this once again. Urchame, Sunutachame, Payachame, Rasachame, Gatamchame, Madhuchame, Sakdishchame, Sabidishchame, Krishtichame, Vrishtichame, Jaitramchame, Udvityamchame, Raichame, Raichame, Pushtamchame, Pushtichame, Vibhuchame, Pabuchame, Bahuchame, Puyachame, Purnamchame, Purnataramchame, Achitichame, Kuyavachame, Anachame, Shuchame, Vyachame, Yavachame, Mashachame, Tilachame, Mudgachame, Kalvachame, Godumachame, Masurachame, Prengavachame, Anavachame, Shamagachame, Nivarachame.
Urchame, Sunutachame, Payashame, Kasachame, Nutanchame, Mazushame, Sagdishchame, Sapitishchame, Jivishame, Vrishishchame, Jaitranchama, Audbidyanchame, Rayishchame, Rayashchame, Pushtanchame, Pushtishchame, Dubishchame, Pravushchame, Bahuchchame, Buyashchame, Purnamchame, Purnataranchame, Akshitishchame, Kuyashchame, Anandamchame, Akshishchame, Vrihishchame, Vrihyashchame, Yavashchame, Vashashchame, Tilashchame, Madhugashchame, Kalvashchame, Godumashchame, Musafashchame, Priyangavashchame, Anavashchame, Shyamakashchame, Nivarashchame.
Priyangavakshame, அப்புறம் அது அடுத்தது என்னது?
Anavashchame.
Anavashchame.
So here there are some words where you have to extend. Okay. Now I'll quickly go through these the meanings so that we can go to the next verse. Urchame is again referring to annam, basically food. Sunutachame is sweet words. Payaschame, payam means milk, you know. Payaschame. Rasaschame is actually referring to essence of milk. Ghritam means ghee. Normally we use ghee for all our yajnas. Ghritam chame. Madhu chame, madhu refers to honey, not alcohol. Sakdishchame, eating with together with relatives. And Sabidishchame is also drinking with relatives. Krishtichchame, Krishti, you know, Krishi Bhavan. Krishi Bhavan in Delhi. Krishi means what?
Agriculture.
Correct. Krishi Chame, agricultural jobs are all Krishi Chame. Krishtichchame, Vrishtichchame, Vrishi is referring to rains. Varshikardun Chulvalya. Mara Varshikard. So Vrishtichchame is rain. Jaitram Chama, Jaitram is referring to the fertile land. I need to have land which is fertile. Audvityam is referring to trees and plant growths. Raichame, Rai is actually referring to gold. Raichame, Rayaschame, Rayam is referring to gems, gold and gems. Pushtam Chame is actually the glory of wealth. Some people have the wealth out of which they get some glory. Pushtamchame. Pushtichame is not merely wealth but good health. Pushtivardhanam. That's Pushtichame. Vibhuchame is good grain production. Prabhuchame, the impact of getting good grains. Prabhuchame. Bahuchame, it's multivarious forms of grains, specialities. Bhuyaschame is referring to continuous growth of crops. Purnam is referring to completion actually. We want the crops to grow completely. And not only that, Purnataram means quality. Purnataram means even though you completed, it is a quality of completed product.
So this entire thing is about food and crops.
Mainly food and grains. Okay. Achitischame is again indestructible land, that which cannot be destroyed. Indestructible. Kuyavachame is referring, Kuyavach is Tamil varagun solvanga. It's kind of a billet. It's a kind of a billet. And all these are referring to grains now.
Yeah.
Annam is rice.
Right.
Shuchame is Achuchame actually. Achu means hunger. Achuchame, it gives you relief from hunger. These grains, you need it for relief from hunger. Chuchame, Priyachame is paddy. That is with husk, paddy. Yavaschame, Mashachame. Masha is referring to this udanda. What do you call black gram, black gram. Mashachame, Tila is same. Til. Mudgachame is moong dal. Moong dal. Or masi pairu.
What is Yavash? Yava? Before
Yavaschame is also a kind of rice.
Okay.
Kalvachame is referring primarily to tur dal and beef. Tur dal. Godumashame everybody knows, wheat. Masurashame, masoor dal, lentils. Priyangavashame is a kind of millet which is grown in for us foxtail millet. We bought it. It's very specially offered to Murugan. Subramanian because he married Valli. Thinai. Tamil Thinai is Thinai is a kind of a millet which you get into in shops here also. Nobody knew it was. I searched it out, and then I got these foxtail. It's called foxtail millet. It's a round kind of grain, and you can make paisam out of it. Thinai paisam. He make it, or you can make even some badai and that kind of stuff. So that is a kind of Priyangavashame. Then Adavaschame is sambar rice in Sulman. Thinner. It is not, is basmati is a long grain, right? This will be a small rice, sambar rice. Adavaschame, Shamakaschame, Shama Arshi in Sulwanga. Shama Arshi is a kind of a corn-like thing. In the good old days, there was a rice control in India. In Bombay, all Bahadur's hospitals. No rice was permitted to serve. You can't get rice from hotels. Either you can have wheat or you can have this shama. So these concerns in Matunga, I used to go there. They will give you what is called lapsi. They will cook goduma. Then make it out of that goduma rice. Or you can get from that Ram Naik hotel right in front of Matunga station. They will serve the shamarshi. It's a kind of white grain which they will serve in place of rice. That was allowed. So that is that kind of variety. Nivarashchame is referring to brown rice, red rice. So this is actually a prayer where you are praying that I should get all these grains. I should be blessed, and Sri Rudra should give me the grace to enjoy all these grains. Okay.
Is there anywhere you have the translations of each and every word?
I am telling you all that, but maybe I don't know. I actually have a Sanskrit dictionary, and there is a book which was written long ago. There is a translation given, but they are in Tamil, not in English. But maybe some internet you may be able to get some English meanings also. But many of these words are very specific, and you may not get the exact word translations. You can get probably the nearest one. Asmachame, Vrittikachame.
Ashmacha me, Mritikacha me,
Girayascha me, Parvatascha me,
Girayascha me, Parvatascha me,
Sikatascha me, Vanaspatascha me,
Sikatascha me, Vanaspatescha me,
Hiranyam cha me, Ayascha me,
Hiranyam cha me, Ayascha me,
Sisam cha me, Trapuscha me,
Sisam cha me, Trapuscha me,
Shamam cha me, Loham cha me,
Shyamam cha me, Loham cha me,
Agnischa ma, Apascha me,
Agnishcha ma, Apascha me,
Virudascha me, Oshadascha me,
Virudascha ma, Oshascha me,
Krishna Pascham cha me, Akrishna Pascham cha me,
Krishna Pancham Chame,
Krishna
Krishna Pacham cha me,
Krishna Pacham cha me,
Akrishna Pacham cha me,
Krishna Pancham Chame,
Gramya cha me, Pasava Gramya cha me,
Gramyascha me,
Pasava Aranyascha,
Pashava Aranyascha,
Yajyena Kalpantam,
Yajnena Kalpantam,
Vittam cha me,
Vittam Chame,
Vittis cha me,
Vittis cha me,
Bodham cha me,
Budam cha me,
Bodhis cha me,
Buddhist Chame,
Vasu cha me,
Vasu Chame,
Vasatis cha me,
Vasatis Chame,
Karma cha me,
Karma Chame,
Shaktis cha me,
Shaktis Chame,
Arthas cha ma,
Arthas Chama,
Yemas cha ma,
Emas Chama,
Idis cha me, Gadis cha me.
Idis Chame, Gadis Chame.
Okay, now continuously, okay? I'll recite it once, you can recite again. Asma me, Prattika me, Giriyas me, Parvadas me, Sakadas me, Vanaspatiyas me, Hiranyam me, Ayat me, Sisam me, Vapush me, Sham me, Lokam me, Agnich me, Apas me, Virudas me, Oshadas me, Krishna Pascham me, Adrishta Pascham me, Gramya me, Pasavaharanya Chekye, Nikalpantam, Vittam me, Vittis me, Bodham me, Bodhis me, Vasu me, Vasat me, Karma me, Saktis me, Atta me, Yemas me, Idis me, Gadis me. Can you try it out?
Yep.
Ashmacha me, Mritikacha me, Giriyascha me, Parvatascha me, Sikatascha me, Vanaspatescha me, Hiranyascha me, Ayascha me, Sisam me, Trapuscha me, Shyamam cha me, Loham cha me, Agnishcha me,
Agnishcha ma, Apascha me,
Agnishcha ma, Apascha me, Virudascha ma, Oshadayascha me,
Krishna Pancham Chame, Akrishna Pancham Chame, Gramyas Chame, Pashava Aranyas Yajnena Kalpantam,
Aranyascha Yajnena Kalpantam, Vittam cha me, Vittis cha me, Budam cha me, Buddhis cha me, Vasu cha me, Vasitas cha me, Karma cha me, Shaktis cha me,
Arthas Chame, Arthas Chame, Emas Chame,
Arthas cha me, Emas cha me, Idis cha me, Gatis cha me,
Gadis cha me, Idis cha me, Gadis cha me. Now, in this verse, what is referred to? Earlier you saw grains. Here it is referring mostly to products from the earth, which are other than grains. Referring to, say for example, minerals and metals and those kind of things. They also come from earth. So asmachme, asma is really stone that you get. Asmachme, mrittika is soil. Girayastame, girayas is giri.
mountains.
Now these are mountains like small, like Tirupati, you know. It's not a very big this one, but if you see Parvatashchame is Himalayas. Parvati is come from Parvatam. Parvatashchame. Those are also assets, you know, that you need to have mountains. Sikatashchame, Vanaspatayashchame. Sikatas means sand. You need sand. For building purposes, you need sand. Vanaspatayashchame, Vanam means forest. Patayashchame is actually those trees which grow in forest. Hiranyam chame means those which are cultivated. There are trees which grow on their own. Hiranyam is actually gold. Vanaspatayashchame, those which grow like vegetables or fruits in the forest. The dalda vanaspati came from that vanaspati. You get the product which is vanaspati. Vanaspatayashchame, hiranyam chame, gold which comes from earth again. Ayachchame, sisam chame, ayam. Iron, actually iron. I think the word iron has come from that. Ayachchame. Sisam chame, sisam is referring to lead. Lead.
Cesium.
Sisam chame.
Lump of lead, yeah.
Lead, metal. Vadu chame, sisam chame, trapu chame. Trapu chame. Trapu is referring to tin. Trapu chame, shamam chame. Shamam is referring to salt, rock salt. Shamam chame, Loham chame, loham, you know,
Iron.
loham, uloham. Actually, Tamil uloham chulba. This loham, which is referring to all other metals like bronze, copper, and so on.
Generating metal.
Generation of metals.
Okay.
Agni, of course, you know, it's fire. And apu is water. Apaha. Apu is water. And virudashtame. Virudashtame is referring to plants. Aushadashtame, herbal plants. Aushadam, which comes from Aushad. Aushadashtame, Krishna Pasyam Chame, Akrishna Pasyam Chame. Krishna Pasyam Chame is, earlier you saw the word Krishi, right? Referring to agriculture. Krishna Pasyam Chame is those which grow on their own. Those grown, which are, sorry, Krishna means those which are cultivated. You cultivate them like farms.
Sure.
Akrishna Pasyam means those which grow on their own.
Yeah.
Like forests, we have many of these fruits and vegetables growing. So there is Akrishna Pasyam to me. Gramya Chame, Pasava. Gramya Che, Pasava, both these are together. The animals which are grown in villages, like cows and goats, domesticated animals. They again depend on the earth produce like grass, they eat. Pasava Aranyascha, cows and
Bhutam is earth. Sorry, Bhutam is earth.
Property, right?
Bhutam is property. Vasu Chame, Vasatis Chame, Vasu Chame, Vasatis Chame. Vasu is actually those required for living. In earlier days, you used to need cows and other things for living purposes. They get milk and so on. So it referred to that. But nowadays, you can say, I need electric light and so on. Vasu Chame. Vasatis Chame is a house meant for living. Vasatis Chame. Vasatis Chame. Karma Chame. Karma Chame, I need to have good karmas like Agnihotram, Sadhyavandanam. All these are good karmas. Shaktis Chame. Shakti is capacity to perform. I need the energy also to perform them. Artha Chame, I mentioned earlier, Artham, benefits arising from those. Whatever do, and all that, we need to have benefits also. Artham, Kamartham. Ye Maha, pleasure to be attained. The Yemas Chame, Idis Chame, Gadis Chame. Yema means the pleasure coming out of those Agnihotram and whatever I do is good karmas. Iti is the means to attain them. Also, and Gatihi is they attaining the desired object. Gati is ultimately your goal. So all these also covered under Samaka Prashna under verse 5. So it is referring to all earthly benefits that you get, those which you get out of the earth and those which are needed for the purpose of, unless you have a mountain you don't get stone, you don't get granite. So you need them also for the purpose of building a house. So all these are covered under this particular verse 5.
This is for the entire, not
Yeah,
just for you,
actually,
it's for everybody.
It is covering the entire community. It is not just only covering the requirement of a single individual. It is meant for the Rudram itself is meant for the
Good of humanity.
Community.
Good of
It's community, not just individual alone. Then that's why you have these big mass Rudrams, being done in public. Like Mahayajnam we had, Maharudram. That was meant for the benefit of society, not just one person individually. So it covers practically almost everything on earth. Okay. Do we have time for, or you want to stop at this? Okay, I'll just recite this, which is very easy. The meaning we can probably talk about later. Agnischama Indraschame.
Agnischama Indraschame.
Somaschama Indraschame.
Somaschama Indraschame.
Savitachama Indraschame.
Savitachama Indraschame.
Saraswatichama Indraschame.
Saraswatichama Indraschame.
Pushachama Indraschame.
Pushachama Indraschame.
Brigaspatischa Indraschame.
Brigaspatischa Indraschame.
Mitraschama Indraschame.
Mitraschama Indraschame.
Varunaschama Indraschame.
Varunaschama Indraschame.
Tvashtachama Indraschame.
Tvashtachama Indraschame.
Datachama Indraschame. indrascha me,
Data cha me indrascha me,
Vishnushcha me indrascha me,
Vishnushcha me indrascha me,
Ashvinaucha me indrascha me,
Ashvinaucha me indrascha me,
Marudascha me indrascha me,
Marudascha me indrascha me,
Vishvecha me deva indrascha me,
Vishvecha me deva indrascha me,
Prithvicha me indrascha me,
Prithvicha me indrascha me,
Antariksham cha indrascha me,
Antariksham cha indrascha me,
Jayauscha me indrascha me,
Jayascha me indrascha me,
Disascha me indrascha me,
Vishascha me indrascha me,
Murdacha me indrascha me,
Murdacha me indrascha me,
Prajapatischa indrascha me.
Prajapatischa me indrascha me.
Now, these actually recited in one lot. Agnischa me indrascha me, Somascha me indrascha me, Savitacha me indrascha me, Saraswita indrascha me, Pushacha me indrascha me, Brihaspati indrascha me, Mitracha me indrascha me, Varunascha me indrascha me, Tushtacha me indrascha me, Datacha me indrascha me, Vishnucha me indrascha me, Ashvinaucha me indrascha me, Marudascha me indrascha me, Fecha me deva indrascha me, Prithvicha me indrascha me, Antariksham cha indrascha me, Dauscha indrascha me, Disascha me indrascha me, Murdacha me indrascha me, Prajapatischa indrascha me. No, it's actually this Anuvaham, I'll give you quick summary of meaning, without going into the details. What we pray are the Devatas. Devatas, each of them have a function. Agni is a function, it's a fire. Likewise, you have got every deity which has a function. So you are actually praying to each of those deities to bless you and grace you with their respective function. Without Agni, we cannot live, right? Savitacha mitrasme, you need also knowledge. So you need to have so many things. Saraswati cha indrasme, Saraswati is knowledge. So you are praying those deities. But why this indrasme is coming for everyone? Because Indra is the head of devas, who has all these, whatever the deities are enjoying, he is also able to enjoy. So you connect up Indra together with each deity. Agnischame, Indraschame, Agni, whatever is giving, and whatever Indra is also enjoying, both of these I want. Indra is head of the Devas.
Yeah.
That's right. That is why Indra is a very powerful person, like almost a president or a prime minister, whatever it is. So you may have ministers. You need the minister and also the prime minister.
Yeah.
So you have here all the ministers and you also have the chief.
The king of
Accompanying them.
Devas.
So
The
you
king
need
of
to have
Devas.
both this. King of Devas, correct. So Indra enjoys all the pleasures that these deities enjoy, and therefore Indra is cited.
So Indra is also above Vishnu, Krishna?
No.
They all have a function.
Level.
That's
Lokas. It's a different loka.
Indra is the head of Devatas.
Okay.
Now, like a regular constitution in a country, you have the Almighty, maybe the president, then you have the secretaries underneath, each having a particular function. Or in India, you have the prime minister, you have a president who does nothing really, but he is the constitutional head. But he doesn't do executive work every day. This prime minister was responsible. Then you have ministers for each function. So you need to have the minister and also the prime minister. So the universe is also similarly kind of controlled by various deities. So you pray the particular deity and also along with that the Indra also.
Okay, so the president would be Vishnu, Krishna,
Right.
Mahesh and all that.
Right.
And then you have the prime minister as Indra.
Right.
Okay.
So even though you pray to the president, he doesn't grant things directly. You need to also have these. So you have Navagrahas, for example. You do the Navagraha Homam. You have to also make sure the planets are benevolent to you. That's why when first I mentioned Sankalpam, you do that before Navagraha Puja, you do Sankalpam also. That I want all these Navagrahas should bless me. So here it's a question of not just pleasing one person, it's pleasing so many others. So with that, I think we'll stop at this stage and we'll have the next class. Did you Friday?
Yeah.
Okay.
Namo Parvati.
Namah Parvati Pataye.